Mr Speaker, thank you.
Sarah Dowie.
Mr Speaker, it is my pleasure to speak in this general debate tonight because it's my turn to highlight the fantastic work that this John Key national-led government is doing to enhance and strengthen our community across New Zealand, but also in Invercargill and Southland. All throughout the campaign, the opposition cried how rubbish New Zealand is, how terrible it is to live here, and the sky is falling. Well, sir, New Zealand didn't agree, and I certainly don't agree. And as such, I'm extremely proud of the achievements that this government has made in these difficult economic times to grow our economy, to deliver better public services and support our families. This is a government that is not afraid to think outside the box, Mr Speaker. We have initiatives novel to the opposition, such as a business growth agenda, implementing strategies to keep New Zealand open for business, negotiating essential free trade agreements, which are especially important for areas such as Southland, which have an export-driven economy. New Zealand simply does not have enough people to sell our wares to, and we must treat the rest of the world as our business partners. Mr Speaker, this government is also investing in infrastructure. We are investing in ultra-fast fibre to connect even our most isolated businesses with the rest of the world, and Southland is a prime example. Even though we live at the bottom of the world and our hair is swept with the winds off the polar ice caps, our businesses are thriving. They are producing more, they are hiring more staff, and they are generating higher incomes for our people. In fact, thank you. In fact, unemployment figures released out today in the Household Labour Force survey says that the South Island unemployment rate is 3.4%. That is fantastic. But Mr Speaker, unlike the Labour Party, this government is a dynamic one. And we are not one-trick ponies. Not only do we care about building a strong economy, but we care about our families getting ahead too. Take healthcare, for example. We introduced free doctors' visits and prescriptions for children under 6, and now we are extending it to children under 13 years of age. This means that cost isn't a barrier for our children getting medical attention that they need and early intervention, including immunisation programs to keep our kids healthy. And I am so pleased that another doctor's surgery in Invercargill has signed up to that scheme to keep our Southland kids healthy. This year, Mr Speaker, our public health care budget will reach a record $15.6 billion. 15.6 billion. We are making each dollar go further, and we are focused on frontline results. More elective surgeries to reduce pain, restore independence and improve quality of life. And since 2008, 1,600 more doctors and 3,200 more nurses and DHBs. We care about New Zealanders' health and their lifestyles. I want to pay tribute to the Southland Institute of Technology because yesterday they signed a memorandum of understanding with an Indonesian polytechnic LP3I to develop an exchange program to not only enrich, obviously, Invercargill's cultural diversity, but to bring students over for a staircase option, to allow them to study after they've completed their diplomas to complete a degree in commerce, applied management or hotel management. And this is indicative of the standard of quality of courses offered by SIT. This John Key national-led government has a goal of doubling the total value of international education to $5 billion by 2025 as set out in our business growth agenda. SIT and Invercargill is contributing to this through such alliances, and I look forward to meeting the first students taking part in this exchange soon. So, Mr Speaker, there is much still to be achieved, but New Zealand, Invercargill and Southland is coming out of one of the worst financial crises since the Great Depression, and we are well on the way to a more prosperous and meaningful position, and I look forward to being part of this positive and pragmatic government now and in the future.